go into the alphabet soup. So instead of every letter in every can, it's only letters in every can. And this was very bad for Martha because, when Martha speaks, she's a dog who can talk from eating alphabet soup, and now she only has half the letters in her vocabulary when after half of the staff got fired because Flo wanted to save money and because she couldn't afford to have the whole alphabet growing up.
She won't be able to say all the words.
That's right.
That's terrible. Uh-oh. That has serious implications.
Yeah.
For her.
I know.
For Martha.
Yeah. So what happened next was to make the long story very short, Martha found the house of Alf, the guy who made the A's in the alphabet soup, who he gives Martha his last can of real alphabet soup, the original one that had every letter, all 26 letters, and once Martha can speak again, she sneaks over to the alphabet soup factory, and she's hiding in front of Flo's desk. So when Martha's talking to her, Flo thinks it's the painting of Elsie telling her to put all the letters back in the soup. Martha said, "Good soup is your business. Mm-hmm. You broke your promise. Put all the letters back in the soup."
Good.
And
good plan. Then she wouldn't be startled by the talking dog.
Yeah, and the plan worked. So good. I know exactly what. So here's the silly Martha Speaks plan that I think Liliana Mumi could do to save YouTube.
YouTube needs saving, and one single person can do it.
Yes.
Okay, what's the plan? Concisely.
Okay. Ask Tabitha St. Germain to rework her Martha magic on Susan Wojcicki. Hide out in a room with a picture of like the original founder of YouTube, or with that original YouTube logo with the slogan "Broadcast Yourself," and then when she's hiding behind something, tell Susan Wojcicki that she should stop making these horrible new policies that small creators that YouTube is supposed to be helping don't approve of, because small creators are what make YouTube what it is, and she shouldn't keep trying to serve or push videos from not so independent channels, like channels that are connected to already well-known, well-established talk shows like Jimmy Kimmel and Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, Graham Norton, and James Corden.
Yeah, it's all pro-corporate instead of how it was originally intended. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's So.
Okay. I don't know if that'll work, but it's a plan.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I think. That's exactly what I think.
I mean, it's grown so beyond her control that all these other people would have their fingers in the pie are changing it too, right?
Yeah, but it's also mostly for how she changed the business too.
YouTube's changed from its original
vision. Making dislikes private, private under the false pretense that small creators don't get hurt, dislike attacks, which I was able to tolerate at first, but I got really upset about blocking popular videos from people with limited content activity. That I have to draw the line there. Mm-hmm. Optimus has been updating me on most of these horrible new policies. Mm-hmm. So if Tabitha can So
is this going to become a YouTube rant now? I don't know all the details. Do I need to?
No. Okay, well, it's not too many details. My point is, if Tabitha liked acting that way in Martha Speaks, I'd love to see her do the same in real life to scare YouTube's current manager into going back to its original vision to appease all the small creators who helped build up YouTube in the first place.
I doubt she scares easily, but maybe she might feel some guilt or responsibility.
Well, that's exactly what Tabitha needs to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if Liliana Mooney did draw up that plan, somebody else would probably tell her there's just one problem.
Yeah, right, just like in the show. Yeah.
Tabitha St. Germain is a human being. She's not a dog like Martha, so it would actually be difficult for her to hide behind something and pretend to be a talking picture frame or portrait.
Yeah, I'm not sure she... Yeah.
Ah, pickles.
Yeah, she might not do that.
Well, I still think it's worth a try.
Yeah.
So, do you think Liliana Mumi is having a happy birthday right now?
Yes.
And how do you think she'll feel in 2 years when she turns 30 years old? Will she need to start running away from sand people like Logan's Run?
No, but she'll be thinking like, did I accomplish what I wanted to by this age? Am I doing everything I want to be doing with my life? You know, things like that.
Well, you know,
it's a time when she might be, she's going to be evaluating or reevaluating her life's direction.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Karen Fukuhara turned 30 years old this year. Do you think she accomplished most of what she wanted to before she was 30?
I don't know what her goals were. I'm sure she's happy she did some of the things, but probably there's more she wanted to do.
Well, if one of her goals for what to do before she was 30 was to win an IMDb Star Meter Award or to work in an animated or to work in 3 animated series after being well known for one theatrical movie, which is also something I wanted to do, then she already accomplished all 3 of those goals when she was she already accomplished all 3 of those goals when she turned 26 years old.
That's true. There's so many who want to break in who never do, and she has done that.
Yeah, she was 26 in 2010, and by that time she'd already started. The first seasons of She already completed the first seasons of each of Craig of the Creek, the Shiara Reboot, and Keep on the Age of Wonder Beasts.
Yeah.
Well, that's our video. So, do you have any messages for people to encourage them to subscribe to Adam Kolb or Linda Kolb?
Like and subscribe to Adam Kolb.
Do you want anyone to like and subscribe to you? What videos would you like to make?
I don't have anything to like and subscribe to yet.
Well, what sort of videos would you like to make, Mom?
Oh, I'll have to think about that.
Okay. Do you think the Patrick Star Show has more in common with? Do you think that the Patrick Star Show has more in common with Seth Meyers than other modern talk shows, or are there other talk shows better than I do that you think have more in common with the Patrick Star Show than Late Night with Seth Meyers?
I guess when it comes to this sort of playful sense of humor, he's probably the closest.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both have a funny, random sense of humor and rapid fire comedy that seems to work much better without a live studio audience than with live studio audience.
Yeah, and they got their kooky cast of characters with the crew and the cue card guy and the writers and
right.
Probably second place would be maybe Daily Show. He's got all those wacky correspondents.
Daily Show Trevor Noah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then and then after that, I guess Jimmy Kimmel. He's got this sort of feud with Matt Damon going on, and
oh yeah.
and he's got some. Yeah, he probably would the next most like it. And then I guess Fallon. He's still a frat boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much everybody except Steve Colbert has something in common with.
Okay, got it.
He's like the most grown up of them,
Yes.
and the most. I mean, in terms of sense of humor and stuff,
I agree.
Yeah.
Patrick Star never wears any suits in the Patrick Star Show. I'm glad that at least he finally started wearing a shirt on a regular basis in the Patrick Star Show. Because
because it's different when he's hanging out on the beach or whatever with SpongeBob and he just needs a swimsuit.
Yeah, he's only worn his shirts in a handful of SpongeBob episodes before the Patrick Star Show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see him fully clothed for his own talk show, Patrick Star Show.
Yes.
Yes. I think it's a nice touch that his green shirt has the same flower pattern as his swim trunks from SpongeBob.
Yeah, they go together. Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yeah, I think Patrick looks really good in a green shirt and blue pants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he's fully clothed for the Patrick Star Show. So, anyways, that's our video. Do what my mom said. Like and subscribe.
And subscribe.
If you want to see more Adam Kolb content. And just remember, being over 30 years old does not make you a very irrelevant person like the evil banana from that nightclub in Close Enough would want you to think.
As an over 30 person, I must concur.
Alright, that's a wrap. Video complete.